Yo, what's going on guys? Z Karma here, back with another Cyberpunk video. In this video, we're going to be going over a perk in the intelligence tree called Data Recycler. I'll be doing a full breakdown to show you exactly how this perk works, because there is a high chance that you might be using this wrong because it works in a very specific way. A few days ago, I uploaded a video on speculation and recirculation, which also work a little weird. When you read the description, they don't exactly do what they say they're gonna do. So if you guys want to watch that video discussing these two perks, I'll leave it in the description below. So let's get back on track. Data Recycler, it says, after neutralizing an enemy, recover 80% of the RAM cost from all quick hacks remaining in their queue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use two quick hacks, Synapse Burnout and Reboot Optics. Keep in mind, Synapse Burnout is going to kill the enemy. It's just going to die with one shot. I'm not on hard mode right now. So he's going to die. And Reboot Optics is technically, if you think about it, still in the queue, right? So I should get a refund. That is not the case. And let me show you. So I'm going to use Synapse Burnout, Reboot Optics, and if you look at my RAM, I get no refund. The reason why I am not getting a refund is because this perk gives a refund based on the quick hacks left in the queue. And let me show you the difference here. So right now, Synapse Burnout is currently uploading, so that is not in the queue. Reboot Optics is in the queue. However, as soon as the enemy dies to Synapse Burnout, Reboot Optics immediately starts uploading. You won't see it because the enemy dies, but technically it's starting to upload, so technically it's not in the queue. That is why you don't get a refund. He dies, Reboot Optics tries to upload, so it's not in the queue anymore, and you don't get a refund. And I know what you're thinking, this might not be intended, because why would they consider it uploading if the enemy dies first? So maybe they need to fix that part, but for now that's how it works. And then there's the other side of the coin. What if that's how it's supposed to work? Because this seems to be like a failsafe. What if you have the enemy has quick hacks queued on them? So this is just a failsafe in case you don't get to use it, you get a refund. And that actually works, so let me show you what I mean by that. So we're going to use Synapse Burnout, Reboot Optics, and before Synapse Burnout finishes uploading, I'm going to kill the enemy. So essentially Reboot Optics is still going to be in queue and I'm going to get a refund for that. You see that? I got a refund for the Reboot Optics because I killed the enemy before Synapse Burnout finished uploading. So essentially, Reboot Optics was still in the queue. So now let's move up the tree a little bit so I can show a quick example. We have queue acceleration, which is going to increase my quick hack queue size by 1. So in this case, what I can do here is I can now upload 3, and Synapse Burnout is going to kill the enemy. The second one is technically not in the queue anymore because it's going to try to start uploading. However, that third one is going to be in the queue. So I'm going to get a refund for Reboot Optics. I'm going to do Synapse Burnout, ping, Reboot Optics, and you get your see an 80% refund from Reboot Optics. Synapse Burnout, ping, Reboot Optics. And that's it. 80% refund. Now let's try this final queue mastery, and this is where things change, because with queue mastery, the last quick hack to fill a queue has a minus 50% RAM cost and locks the queue until all quick hacks have uploaded. So in this case, what I can do is I can upload Synapse Burnout, ping, Reboot Optics, and then something like Contagion, and Synapse Burnout is going to get the kill. So I'm actually going to get a refund from Reboot Optics and Contagion. So let's do the math. If I get a kill with Synapse Burnout, I should get a refund from 12 plus 7, that is 19. 80% of that is 15.2. However, remember, this perk is going to make my final quick hack cost 50% less. So Contagion is actually only going to cost 6. However, Data Recycler's 80% refund is based on the maximum cost of that quick hack. So it's not going to be based on the lower cost that you get. So essentially I can use like this perk over here, which also reduces RAM cost. And this refund is actually going to be based on the full cost. And let me show you real quick that I'm actually going to get 15 RAM back there. Just remember that the refund here is not going to include ping, because as soon as the enemy dies, ping starts uploading. technically not in the queue anymore, so I'm only getting a refund for reboot optics and contagion. Look at that. Boom. That was 15 RAM. I didn't even count it, but I've tested this so much that I'm actually going to slow it down for you and put it, I'm just going to zoom it in. Pretty confident that's going to be 15 RAM back. So obviously my recommendation is that you put your most expensive quick hack at the very end, so you have the highest cost reduction on it, but still get that refund for the full cost of it. So I'm just going to recap that last part to make sure you guys understood it. So what I did is I activated Overclock just so I can have more RAM, because I wasn't going to have enough to queue all 4. And what I did is I used Synapse Burnout, which kills the enemy. Then I used Ping, which is not going to give me a refund, because as soon as the enemy dies, like I mentioned before, this one is technically already uploading, therefore not in the queue anymore. And then I used Reboot Optics and Contagion. And what I did is I'm going to get an 80% refund from Contagion and Reboot Optics. 80% of both would be 15. And even with adding perks like this one, which is going to reduce the cost of both, and then this one, the queue number 4, it's going to reduce the cost of Contagion even more, I'm going to get 80% refund from the full cost of Contagion and Reboot Optics. And that's exactly what I did. I used Synapse Burnout, Ping, then I'm going to get a refund of 7 from Reboot Optics and a refund of 12 from Contagion. And it's going to give me 15 back. Just like that. And now, you think we're done here, but I want to show some cool interactions. Let's choose Sublimation. It says when Overclock is active, all RAM recovery effects also regenerate health. Check this out. And this is what I'm going to do for this queue. I'm going to use Synapse Burnout, which is going to kill the enemy. Then I'm going to use Ping, which is going to be technically uploading after the enemy dies, so no, not in the queue. So I'm going to get a refund from only Reboot Optics and Memory Wipe. Their total cost, the actual cost, is 32 plus 7, that's 39. 80% of that is 31.2. So I'm going to get 31 RAM back. Let me first get in combat, just so I don't get any health regen from being out of combat. I'm going to do the same thing, but this time, since I have this perk activated, I'm not only going to get RAM back, but also health back. And remember, Overclock uses a health as RAM. So that is crazy. I am going to be getting just basically a refund of everything. Check out my health and check out my RAM. So I'm going to use Overclock. Then I'm going to go Synapse Burnout, Ping, Reboot Optics, Memory Wipe. Look at both my health and my RAM. I'm back at full for both. So essentially, I'm almost getting more RAM back than what I'm actually using. Keep in mind, these RAM recoveries won't affect my health until you use this perk. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful in any way, feel free to drop a like, and if you want to subscribe for more content like this, you can do so as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.